Before we move on, don't forget to subscribe and click that bell so that you can be notified every time I put up a new video. And if you'd like, and you find this content worthwhile, please give it a thumbs up. Hello and welcome to our discussion today. The question is, was the coronavirus foretold in the Bible? The coronavirus is definitely a plague by definition. It's affecting the entire world, and I don't need to go into that. We're all well aware of that. COVID-19 is definitely a plague. Did God foretell a plague in the last days? There are many scriptures that could relate to this, but we're only just going to go over a few to highlight the point. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them, for God shall not deliver you, because you have sinned against him. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And men were scorched with great heat, and blasphemed the name of God, which hath power over these plagues, and they repented not to give him glory. And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils, and idols of gold, and silver, and brass, and stone, and of wood, which neither can see, nor hear, nor walk. There are many more prophetic statements in the scriptures that could be applied to this. Do we really worship idols in our time? There are many forms of idol worship. Anything that we love more than God is an idol. There's also blatant things that our society does in the world that is clearly forbidden in the scriptures. On February 25th, 2020, the United States Senate voted on an abortion bill. This abortion bill is different because these babies are babies that had survived the abortion. But the Senate voted whether or not to save these babies' lives by taking care of them, simply giving them the necessities to provide for them to live. These babies are already people that are separate from the mother. The fact that the United States Senate could not vote to save babies that are already alive, living on their own, breathing on their own, it is representative of the state of things in the entire world, because the approximate percentage of abortion in the world is about 35% of all pregnancies end in abortion. In the Bible times, they used to offer babies as sacrifices to their idols. If one of the idols is convenience, certainly abortion is child sacrifice, and it cannot be anything but. The reason I bring up that date is I don't think it's a coincidence that that same day, right after that vote, is when the CDC announced in the United States the spread was inevitable. Here, it just points to the world. The United States should not be the epicenter of the world, yet it is. Right now, only 4% of the population of the world live in the United States. But the United States has 1/3 of all COVID-19 cases. The United States has been particularly prideful and arrogant. I believe the United States was established by God, and that being the case, this blatant disregard for the commandments of God, this open rebellion, God has promised that he will humble the world, and I think that it's pretty clear that's happening. Babylon is fallen. That great city is fallen. She has become a home for demons. She is a hideout for every foul spirit. For all the nations have fallen because of the wine of her passionate immorality. The kings of the world have committed adultery with her. Come away from her, my people. Do not partake of her sins, or you will be punished with her. Babylon is a spiritual state. of being. It's not a place now in this modern world. It is a mindset, or rather a place where a person's heart is. And if we're to have any chance of slowing this plague down in the world and getting it under control at least, it's going to require a humbling and the help of God. So was the coronavirus foretold in the Bible? I believe the answer is yes. Thank you for watching, and if you found this information useful, please give it a thumbs up.